Howdy everybody, this is Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting. This is Sunday afternoon, the day before President's Day, and I am actually off on President's Day, so I have a 3-day weekend and I've been trying to catch up on diamond painting and videos. So I thought I'd do a quick whip and chat this afternoon. If you're not familiar with a whip and chat, WIP stands for Work in Progress for any crafters out there, and this is just a chance for me to sit and talk to you while I work on diamond painting. You can just listen in while you work on your own crafts, or you can watch if you're interested as well. I am working on a Dreamer Designs canvas here, one that I am almost done with. This one is called Autumn's Gift. I started it last October, and it is a scene with fall flowers and trees with a lot of pink and yellow tones to this one. For my tray, I have an Add More Zest tray. I did win this one in a contest that the Add More Zest company had around Christmas time. And I do really like this tray, so you'll see it coming back a lot because I don't spend a whole lot of money on diamond painting accessories. And that's because I'd rather spend my money on diamond paintings themselves, and I'm not as picky about my accessories. But I do like this tray. A lot of times you'll see me use the Diamond Art Club trays. Ooh, my lighting is kind of bad on here, I can tell. If I'm using lighter drills, I will use a small purple tray so that I can see them much better. For my diamond painting pen, I am using a Diamond Art Club pen. I have the single placer, of course, on one side, and a small Diamond Art Club multi-placer on this side. I need to switch this out for a bigger one, one of the longer ones for this painting, but I've been doing a lot of paintings with smaller areas of multi-placing, so I've had this one on for a while, but I really do need to switch it out. And I do use washi tape in here to secure these, and it holds quite well. So I do have some putty in my multi-placer. I got this from Miranda's Crafty Corner, and I've been using it for a while. I really like the stickiness of this one. And, oh, what else? I do have a glue dot right now in my single placer. It's pretty sticky. I put it in earlier today. So let's get started. I'm working on an orange color right now. Again, the lighting's not the best here. I'm trying to get where it'll show. I've got some sunlight coming through the window because the sun is about to set here. Hopefully I have the camera set up in an okay angle because I can't see that well. I do have some issues with my eyes. I've had about 4 different eye surgeries, and I do have a little bit of permanent damage with my retina in my left eye. So I usually have to stick my head kind of close to the canvas to see what I'm doing. So I'll try to keep my distance a little bit here. I have trouble with contrast vision, low contrast, so I don't drive at night a whole lot. I have trouble with some diamond painting symbols if they are dark on dark or light on light. And that is one thing I found that I really like about Dreamer Designs is that I've been able to easily read all the symbols on these. The symbols show high contrast. If there are any darker colors, they use white for the symbol color, and the same with light symbols, definitely use black on there. So I really haven't had any trouble reading the symbols. Now I will say the other premium diamond painting company, I'll say their name, Diamond Art Club. I have noticed lately I have had a little trouble actually reading some of their symbols, and it has caused me to work on some of those paintings a little slower or not be as quick to pull a couple of them out. I do use a light pad, but I've noticed Moon Goddess is one that I've had a little bit of trouble seeing the symbols on. And the other one that I've been having trouble with is the penguin one that I just opened and kitted up. So I got one section I was working on, and the light purples were, where's some more? Geez, there they are. So the light purples on that were a little bit hard for me to see. So it could have been just that day. Maybe my eyes were tired. I will be pulling that one out again very soon to work on it. But for any diamond painting companies out there, if you want to help out those of us that can't see as well, then the more contrast, oops, sorry about that, kicked my camera. That's okay. The more contrast between the symbol and the color behind it, the better. So this has been a really easy canvas for me to work on. I've really enjoyed it. But one of the things I noticed, since I have a diamond painting channel now, is my choices of what I work on and how I work on things has changed quite a bit, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I do indeed feel a little bit more pressure to get things completed, because I keep thinking, well, I've got to do my end of the month video, and my end of the month review video should have some finishes in it. But normally the way I've worked on diamond paintings over the past year has, I usually take several, my glue dot's a little too sticky there. I usually do several paintings. I got several going all at once. They kind of sit out on my coffee table, and they each have things that I like to work on at different moods and different times. So I don't necessarily finish things very quickly because I have so many I'm working on, maybe 10 or 12 at any one time. Last year I was doing a little bit of the spin the wheel deal too, to figure out what diamond painting I'd work on each day. So I might get a section done each day, but with 10 or 12 paintings going, I was only getting little bits and pieces done of several paintings and not a whole lot done of any individual painting. So how's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you're enjoying a nice quiet weekend. The weather out here has been amazing lately. We had a couple cold days last week, but it definitely does not feel like winter out there. It feels much more like spring. Beautiful day today. I probably should be outside getting some vitamin D instead of sitting in here working on my diamond painting. Hopefully you can see some of this. I'm not sure I'm staying in the camera here. I'll try to work over on this area over here. But I am single placing right now. I've enjoyed this one not just because it's easy to read, but also because there have been a lot of ABs on this one, which has made it really enjoyable. A lot of the color in the water, which I'll pan around maybe later and show you, but a lot of the pinks and oranges in here in the trees are all ABs, so it has a really nice sparkle to it. And normally I use tweezers to place my ABs because the diamonds feel a little bit bigger. I'm not sure they really are, they just seem that way. And especially since I use glue dots a lot of times in my pen, I don't want to pull that coating off because the glue dot is a little bit sticky, but that's why I like it. Makes that nice popping sound when I place the drills that I enjoy. So, all that to say that it's a little bit easier for me to place my ABs with tweezers so I don't lose that coating on the diamonds. So I do plan on at least recording a couple more videos today. I don't know if they'll both go up today, or I might save one or two of them for tomorrow and maybe take a break from the videos tomorrow. So I have planned, oops, that one is just too sticky. So I have planned, maybe an unboxing or two of maybe some older kits that haven't been unboxed out there lately that I haven't seen. I do have a pretty big stash, so if there are any particular types of diamond paintings that you're curious about seeing, it is possible that I have it, especially if it's been in the last year or two and some of the premium companies, or if there's a brand out there that you want to see that you haven't. I may have some of those, so let me know in the comments. What type of diamond paintings do you like to see in unboxings? And are there any particular ones that you're looking for? Now you notice most of the paintings I prefer, they're not people. I have nothing against doing people, I just prefer landscapes and confetti type images. And confetti, if you're not sure, is a lot of different colors in one small area, so you're only putting a few drills down of each color. Darn. My neighbor has come outside, and my pupper wanted to let me know about that. Hopefully he'll settle down here for a second. I usually film my videos late at night for that reason, because after dark my pupper can't see anything going on outside, so he's a lot quieter. So he makes a little noise, but he's still quite enjoyable to have around, and definitely makes for a good guard dog. So we don't have trouble with door-to-door salespeople or anything like that coming over here. And he likes to talk a little bit too, in his way of talking. So you'll see I just did that there without really thinking about it. Every once in a while I like to rub my tray. I love flat bottom trays because I like to rub it against the diamond painting to flatten out any diamonds that might be sticking up that I didn't push all the way down. So that's why I do that. So, what else do I have to talk about? Oh, one of the videos I'm trying to make. I showed yesterday on my little Van Gogh update, I showed a mini cross-stitch conversion that I had done, so that I had a picture of the artist to start out with. And I thought that I might do a video on how I went about that, because I've had a few questions pop up on the comments on how I did that, where I got my supplies, that sort of thing. So I thought it might be fun to go through that process with you guys. Now it may be a little rough because I usually don't edit my videos. I just kind of record and go and then upload. So this one could be rather interesting to try, but I am curious. I kind of want to try it. But I might need another computer to do some looking up for a couple of things. So I've been charging my iPad so that if I run into a situation where I need to look something up real quick on the internet, I can do so. And one of the reasons that that might happen is the color conversions between cross-stitch and diamond painting. So there are some newer DMC cross-stitch thread numbers that do show up in cross-stitch patterns that you don't typically see in diamond painting yet. And that's the very low numbers. I think the single-digit numbers, like 1 to about 30, it may go higher than that. I don't even know a whole lot about the latest colors, but there are some low numbered DMC numbers where there isn't an equivalent diamond color in diamond painting at this point. There could be in the future, I don't know, but at the moment there isn't. So there are some conversion charts out there where if you don't have a particular DMC color and you need to substitute it with something else, you can go to the conversion charts and pick something close to it. So that is probably what I would use a second computer for, in case I run into that. And I might purposely pick a pattern. I have a couple there sitting over on the table that I've selected. But I'm also still looking. I kind of browsed around Etsy today. I found some really neat bird patterns that were pretty cute and small. So if you like Paint Gem, but you're a little hesitant on the price, you can try a mini cross-stitch conversion and see if that works better for you. So I do like Paint Gem minis myself, but I do sometimes struggle a little bit with that price point for what you get. I think they are good quality, but you are paying a fair amount for the packaging and the branding and all that. So you can create some of your own mini diamond paintings for a little bit cheaper if there are some cross-stitch patterns out there for you. And here's one of my tweezer uses. It looks like that diamond has fallen at some point. Oh, that's one of the AB diamonds, so I lost that one, and I know there was a symbol for it over here. I missed a couple, so I'll just stick it there. So, cross-stitch conversions and all that. I do really enjoy Paint Gem. I just usually wait for sales on them because, like I said, they are kind of expensive for what you get. So, I will step through the process showing how I pick out my drills, which will show a little bit about my drill storage for my spare drills, and the canvas that I use, and how I go about that process to come up with my own minis. And one of the good things about the mini cross-stitch patterns is they come out just a little bit bigger than a lot of the Paint Gems. Paint Gem does have some different sizes out there, and they do have a few that are a little bit bigger. But the cross-stitch conversions tend to be more like the 3x5 inch size. But there are a lot of choices out there for small patterns that would translate well. So I might get to that today. It might have to wait till tomorrow because I need to cook some food. I haven't cooked in a couple days, more like a few days, especially with Valentine's Day. We went out to dinner for Valentine's Day, and then if you caught my other story as I was unboxing the Diamond Art Club Black Labrador painting, we did have some trouble Wednesday night into Thursday with one of our dogs. So there were several non-cooking nights, and I do enjoy cooking. And I really like good food, and one of my favorite kinds of food is Cajun food. So there we go. So I'm kind of torn still. I'm either going to cook a batch of gumbo tonight, seafood gumbo. I have some crawfish tails in the freezer, not fresh ones, but frozen will work okay. So, and I have some shrimp, so it's either going to be gumbo or I might go for something a little bit faster, which is etouffee. And maybe some dirty rice to go with it. Did I actually get all the green or the G's? Up there a couple, but I think these are off camera. So I did open up a big area on this particular one because I really am trying to finish. And one of the things I really enjoy is I get close to finishing a diamond painting. Yeah, I'm off camera here. I'll stop working on that color and switch. But one of the things I really enjoy is I get near the end of a painting, I tend to open up larger areas because I want to finish a color. So I'll start with one square and then say, oh, there's a few more over there, and I'll pull it and say, oh, there's a few more over there, and before I know it, I have maybe a 30 by 50 space open that I'm trying to finish off one color after another. And of course, when you get too big of an area like that, you miss some, and it really doesn't go any faster, but it kind of feels like it. So, we got another AB coming up here. So I'm gonna switch trays because of that. So this is a green AB. This is AB 907, if you're interested there. And I'm getting into some of the green colors here in the trees, and we'll see how this goes with my glue dot. Normally, I do worry about pulling the coating off here, so I will switch to tweezers, and I'll try to work a little further down, hopefully where you can see. So I just pick them up one at a time, and that's also part of the reason I switched trays, is because on the Diamond Art Club trays, the edges of the little grooves or lines on there are a little bit lower, so it's a little bit easier for me to pick up the diamonds with the tweezer. Ooh, I am off camera. There we go. That should make things easier for you. So you can see. So I do like to use these white Diamond Art Club trays because I can pick up the diamonds with the tweezers just a little bit easier than I can with my other trays. So there's a few more over here. Let's see, I don't know if it's just too dark, if you can see the sparkle on those. Oh, they're so pretty. I love the green ABs. Green is one of my favorite colors. So what else is new in your world? What are you working on lately? Is there anything special that you bought over the last week? Oh no, we have a bird in the yard. I promise. It's really not that loud all the time. I think he knows I'm recording. He starts really making noise when I'm recording for whatever reason. So, did you survive Saturday's Diamond Art Club new releases? These are also ABs here. This is another green AB. If you can see that, that is 906. Like I said, lots of ABs in this one, which has been really fun. So I almost did not survive, but because I bought Black Labrador earlier in the week and used all my points and everything, there's one I really want that released this weekend, but I did not pull the trigger yet. I have so many, and I have so many of that same theme. They had another ocean. Oh, come on, pupper. Please don't make me redo this. Chinook! Sometimes that works, just saying his name. So, Diamond Art Club released another ocean scene with all the pretty colorful fish and the blue background and everything. And oh, I'm so tempted. I managed to hold off so far. It's been a little over 24 hours and I've survived without having to pull the trigger. And usually, the reason I'm trying not to is because usually I buy them in pairs. So if I buy one, I'm probably going to buy two. I know some people call it girl math, but somehow the idea of spending more money to get free shipping somehow adds up to a good deal. So I have avoided that. And Dreamer Designs, they also have a few that I've been keeping my eye on, but I'd really like to finish a couple of what I have before I buy some more. And it's been tough again because I have this channel. I want to try to say, well, I'll buy it for the channel. I need more things to open for content. I'm just not having much luck on that one. So I need new content. I need new diamond paintings to show off that one is just being difficult. Okay, when that happens, I just switch them out. There's probably nothing wrong with that diamond. It's probably my placing, but because I am trying to not lean too close. And so it does feel slightly different here. I'm probably missing several of the symbols, but that's okay. I'll go back and catch them later. But I saw that Diamond Art Club also had another restock today. And I did read the news on the Diamond Art Club VIP Facebook group. I'm not sure if all of you are on Facebook or in the Diamond Art Club VIP Facebook group, but there was a notice from Diamond Art Club that their licensing is expiring for Hannah Lynn. So they have put a note on all the Hannah Lynn canvases that they have left to indicate that they are the final issue. So there won't be any restocks. Once they're gone, they're gone. So I do not have any Hannah Lynn's myself. But I know a lot of people out there really like the artist. So if you are a Hannah Lynn fan and have not gotten word yet that is happening, you might want to go take a look at what's left and snatch up what you can that you want to before they are gone for good. So kind of sad news out there for all the Hannah Lynn fans. And hopefully there will still be some available on other companies and definitely on D-Stash groups. But just something to keep in mind. If there's been something you've been waiting on a little bit, you might want to grab it now. So, what else is new in our world? Not much here on the home life. We live a pretty quiet life. One of my kiddos is off today, and the other is working. And they both work at Walmart, and it was pretty busy for them for leading up to the big game. And Valentine's Day, you can imagine how many people were doing last-minute Valentine's Day shopping. So they were kind of busy. And so they are enjoying a bit of a break. I don't think too many people have President's Day plans, maybe some barbecues going on because the weather's so good. So, not much to say today. That's what I was kind of worried about doing a whip and chat, is I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. I've been trying to answer comments as I can. I usually pick about 2 or 3 days a week and jump in there and respond to comments. I did catch a couple of them last night that were asking me questions about links to some of the things I was showing yesterday on my videos. So I did try to get to a couple of them right away, but I will get to the rest of them later, maybe tomorrow. That's a good thing that I do when I'm trying to fall asleep at night. Just laying in bed, reading and answering comments. What else do we have? Let me see, diamond painting topics. So, So have any of you tried cross-stitch conversions? What do you think of them? I do have a couple of heaven and earth designs that I've tried to start. I don't know if they will go anywhere, because instead of buying a large blank canvas, I tried a technique that I first saw on Joan Diamond Painting videos where I have printed out the pattern to diamond painting scale on sheets of paper and then laminated those sheets of paper to give kind of a smooth plasticky side to it, and then I put double-sided adhesive over the top. And the idea is that you diamond paint one page at a time, so they're small and portable, and some of the patterns can have 30 or more pages, but you diamond paint one page at a time and then stick them together with double-sided tape, kind of overlap the edges a little bit. And I started out doing one of them because it was a Diamond Art Club painting that I couldn't get a hold of, and I'm still looking for it, but I think too many other people are looking for it as well. And that's Beachcomber's Bounty. And that is a design I really wanted to get, but it is available as a cross-stitch pattern, like Max Color, huge cross-stitch pattern on Heaven and Earth design. So I got that one, and I did all the things. I think it's like 50 pages, and I printed it out and I started working on it, and it is working okay. It's just gonna take forever. It's just probably a bit too large, and I know that I do listen to Joan on her channel from time to time, and she was kind of doing it for a couple of patterns when I started mine. Let's try color R, which is a green, but she wasn't as happy with attaching all the sheets individually. So the idea is you save the last few rows on each page. You don't diamond paint the last few rows, and then after you stick them together, then you do the last few rows on each side, and they blend a little bit better. You don't see the seam as well. But that is one of the issues with that method, and I should probably just try finishing 2 pages and putting them together and see how it looks, because I have the feeling that I'm not going to be happy with it. That I'm not going to like seeing a big seam across my diamond painting. But it's also hard to get a blank canvas of the really large size, because there is a limit to the width that the printers can do. And so the canvases are hard to find that are that large, and they're also pretty pricey. So I'm kind of in a quandary right now on whether or not I should finish that project. So I've been sitting on it for a couple months. So we'll see where that goes. I'm still kind of holding out hope that it shows up again on Diamond Art Club, but if it doesn't, I will eventually, uh-oh, more dog barking. I will eventually probably break down and find some way to do. Good. At least the pupper's running outside. There must be something really exciting going on out there. My hubby just came in the room trying to help me out by getting him to quiet down. So, I really don't have a whole lot this week, so I think I might just end it here, especially since I'm having to work a little bit harder to see the symbols without getting in the way of the camera. I know I'm missing several. I'm doing it purposely because the further away they are from my eyes, the harder that they are for me to see. I really do prefer to bend over and stick my head right above the symbols to see them a lot better. So I might be getting a little crooked here, and that's probably another thing I can at least briefly mention is I'm not obsessed with getting my drills absolutely straight. You can probably tell that based on what you're seeing here. And that's because they tend to straighten themselves as you fill them in. So once you get them all next to each other, flatten it down again, they do tend to straighten out. So I don't get too stressed. But the one thing that I do still have a little trouble with is my multi-placing. Sometimes I'm off a little bit and it shows, and I don't like that as much, so I'll have to go back with a straightener and fix them, and to me that almost takes more time than just single placing. But for the canvases that just have a lot of solid single color, I can't imagine single placing some of those, so I guess I'd rather deal with the needing to do a little straightening afterwards in order to keep from getting too bored with just doing the same color over and over. And there are ways that you can make that a little bit more interesting if you are a single placer. You can make little patterns, make smiley faces, do different things to try to make it a little more interesting if you are doing large areas of a single color. But in general, I usually just avoid diamond paintings that have large areas of single colors so that I don't have to worry about it. But every once in a while, if the subject matter is right, then I might have to pick one up. And that actually is probably one of the ones I was thinking of unboxing this evening in the video. And that is the Diamond Art Club World Map, which is another one kind of like the Labrador Retriever or the Black Lab, not a retriever, the Black Lab. But the kind of like that one, has a lot of off-white background with only a little bit of color on the map. So I might unbox that one because I haven't yet. I actually haven't looked at it. And I did see a couple of posts kind of asking about that one. So I might take a look and let you guys have the fun of watching me see it for the first time. Okay, my puppers are going to bark some more. I think I'll stop there, and I'll be back next time. I hope you enjoy your weekend, especially if you have a long weekend, and stay safe out there and enjoy your